As everyone, we were on a search for a speaker that essentially floated in midair, was really cheap, and sounded great. So since those things don't exist yet, we started doing our research and found that the Deva was one of those amazing new products that allowed you to transmit the audio via Wi-Fi or other RF or FM. And we were able to essentially deploy it around the property only using existing power infrastructure, and then transmitting the audio signal through Wi-Fi from our existing control location.
The Deva system allows a year-round, day in and day out audio presence here out on the plaza, widely distributed, bringing it down very close to all of the crowds, as opposed to one huge system at the end with all the reverberations and issues that you would bring it there. So the local speaker system really does bring engagement into all of the audience members as they're out and around the plaza, whether they're all communing in the same single performance or whether it's much more they're milling about during the myriad of parties and other supporting activities they have for the trade show and performing arts venue that they have here.
The property that we're sitting on is an SMG property. And so the bombing in Manchester was actually an SMG property. So the day after that event happened, worldwide, their security protocols changed. So not only does that change how they get people on and off the property, it means they want to be able to make property-wide announcements, which they couldn't until we installed the Deva. They also wanted to be able to put announcements stating that the plaza was closed. So that's important because then it makes it possible for you to remove people from your property if you've told them that the property is closed and they remain there. So kind of those little hidden features that maybe wouldn't be something that an audio designer would think of as being important for a property owner are critical. The ability to interact with a patron who can walk up to a speaker and that proximity detector warns a security guard that there's somebody in front of it, and he can turn a light on and through his microphone talk back to that person and get feedback instantly is critical. So in a city like this that has a lot of people in an open space, that could be something that's really important to them in the future.
I think there's a stunning amount of flexibility in the individual cabinets that provide so many, especially because they're so small and so independent. The battery backup provides the flexibility to deal with non-standard power configurations, and the PoE option is one that I'm particularly excited about in taking a look at seeing what other projects we're working on may not have an entire amplifier rack and 120 volt system that they want to place close to all these locations, but to be able to use standard tools and techniques to be able to extend sound reinforcement into sort of areas that would have been impractical before and people never really thought of because of the difficulties of getting it there.
The Deva system adds to the experience that we want to create downtown. It's a beautiful system, its clarity is awesome, and we want people to enjoy it and feel like they're almost in their backyard or their front porch, it doesn't matter, for holiday season. And we also wanted it for security purposes where we can make announcements if we have an issue or anything or a concern that really helps us with the community.
The individual control provided by the app and the computer-based controller allow a great deal of flexibility that can customize the signal for individual speakers, be able to mute them at a moment's notice, be able to bring live reinforcement through push-to-talk capabilities to allow the end users to be able to use this in a very customized fashion. They can be able to change just from one moment to the other, something that a different speaker system, a different control system would require rewiring and a total re-engineering of it to change from one purpose to another.